Good evening and welcome to Tea Time. Good evening and welcome to Tea Time.
Hey everybody, it's Theresa from Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. It is September 16th. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and get to my in-studio guest. Friday I was here at beautiful Paradise Studios in Massapequa for the open mic. Now I want to tell you, if you're a comic who wants to do a joke, or an actor who wants to do a monologue, or a musician who wants to play a song, or a writer who would like to read a chapter from their book, this is the place to be on a Friday night. Okay, you come down, you sign up. There I am. I did a couple of quick minutes. And Rich Walker was here. Famous Rich Walker, Long Island comic, was here. I was with my friend Matthew Ponzo, who got up and sang 2 original songs. It was a great night. It was fun. Saturday night, I did Murdered by the Mob at the Iron Bar in Manhattan. And yeah, that's me. I played Rosella this week, Donna Rosella, Big Paulie's widow. Great show. We had a great time. If you haven't seen it yet, please go to murderedbythemob.com. Come on down and see me and the rest of the crew. Yesterday is Sunday laundry day. We all need clean underwear, so I did laundry. And I hit the beach, Crab Meadow Beach, and I invited anyone to come join me. And my girl, Kristen Tinsley, came, and we had a lovely afternoon in the sun, getting some vitamin D before it starts to rain this week. All right, so let me get to my guest, because I'm very excited he's here. We met a while ago. And I'm so happy to have him on. He's an actor, he's a writer, producer, he's an author, he's also a singer. He's done it all throughout the years. An incredible, incredible story. Lou, I'm going to say it again.
Say it.
Go ahead. Mastantonio.
Very good. Very good.
It was
That was
bad.
good.
Say it.
Mastantuono.
Mastantuono.
A.K.A. Lou Mast.
Lou Mast.
Okay.
It makes it so much simpler. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Hey, I'm glad you're finally here, because we have a picture of the day we met. We met at a diner, and this was funny because we didn't specify which diner. And I think we ended up going to like 3 of them, and then we finally met.
Save the best for last.
Yes, we did. And we met there because you wrote this fabulous book, which we are going to talk about later. I don't want to, because you have an incredible career, and you wanted to meet, you wanted to give me your book, and I said thank you so much. I'm gonna read it, and I did finally read it, and then I reached out to him. I'm like, I have to have you on because it was an incredible book. But I want everyone to get to know you. You're a Long Island boy.
Yes, I am.
Right, originally from Inwood.
Family from Inwood.
Okay.
Inwood, Cedarhurst. That.
Right, Five Towns.
Five Towns area. Yes.
Went to Lawrence.
Lawrence
High School.
Right.
Right, and you were very talented in baseball, my friend.
Yeah, it was my passion. I mean, it was every minute of the day as a kid. I was out playing ball.
Yeah.
During the summer,
Yeah.
our friends would meet at 8 o'clock in the morning. We played till 12 o'clock noon. We go for lunch, come back later on. That's the way it was. I mean, that's when you could actually play in the street without cars coming down.
Right.
Today it couldn't happen.
And what position did you play?
Third base.
Okay.
Little League, I was shortstop.
I think we have a picture. We
had
have
a-
like a team pic of you as a kid.
that's
Oh, okay. Now leave that there, please. Now
Okay.
tell me where you are.
Well, I'm on the bottom row,
Bottom row.
and I'm the third one from the left, 1, 2, 3. From the left.
So
go-
you're the kind of one, kind of like looking,
Yes,
like your
I'm
head's
looking
to the side.
I'm looking to the horizon.
Okay.
I'm looking to the future.
Now, who else is in that picture you'd like to mention?
Okay, the gentleman, the top row, the second one to the left.
Uh-huh.
That is.
That's a football player, isn't that? A football
Lyle
player?
Alzado. Lyle was a fast kid. He was skinny when he was young, and very, very talented. But football and boxing
Right.
was his
Yeah.
his thing.
And
But
you were how old in this pic?
I was 8 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, 8 years
Wow.
old.
Thank you for that.
If we could only go back.
Oh boy, yeah. I hear you.
Those are great days.
They were. They
Yes.
were. So then, after high school, you went to St. John's University.
St. John's University.
Played for them too.
Played for them. Hurt my arm. That was, in those days, they didn't have arthroscopic. I had a bad severe tendonitis, and
Right.
and as I mean, when I was a kid, 8, 9 years old, I was playing with adults. That's how my arm, and I could hit. High school, I was always the cleanup hitter.
Yeah.
It was just one of those passions that I still to this day.
Yeah.
Very few people can sit down and watch a ball game.
Right.
I can watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, although I don't agree with a lot of the nonsense that's going on today.
Right.
I'm from the old school.
Yeah.
I believe in the,
So you hate these new rules like I do too.
yeah, it takes a lot of it out of the game. Becomes like you're watching a video game.
Right.
That's right. But it's still enjoyable. Prices are out of hand. So I'll watch
Oh
it.
yeah. No, we know.
And also, I want to say, I had pleasure of singing national anthem at several boxing events.
Oh, cool.
And so forth over the years. So, yeah.
Well, because you turned to singing. You turned to singing back around 1984-ish?
Well-
Or well, you were singing before that.
Okay, I was singing before that. And when I was married, I was about 26, 25. Part-time, I started, it's funny. I was a bouncer, but I waited till Marion Herman, who owned the club Tuxedo Junction in
Okay.
Woodmere, New York. So any old timers out there,
Wow.
I hope maybe you'll remember that. I also would wait till about 1 o'clock in the morning, start singing.
Right.
And I would do feelings, nothing more than feelings, or so I sing you to sleep after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes.
Love it, yeah.
So I started doing that. I was, and I started writing at that time.
Yeah.
A few years later, unfortunately, I had gotten divorced, and I wanted to go back.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I was also, during that time, I was in the corporate world. I was a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And all that. So I've done it all. And
Well, I have here in
yeah.
'84 you joined Atlantic Recording Group.
Well, we started recording.
You joined a group called Active Mercy.
Active Mercy.
Right?
Yeah.
And you were the lead singer.
The lead singer.
Hello.
Yeah. It was my guy, Billy Messinetti, who was a great drummer, still doing it today.
Right, yeah.
He was my drummer. We my partner in writing,
Yeah.
also his brother Fred. And as time got on, next thing you know, we're playing in L.A. and we're playing in the China Club in New York at the time
Nice.
when it was just a great time, a
Yeah.
great time. And then we made some headway,
Right.
and like everything else, you get lost in the shuffle.
What are you going to do? When you have that many band members, you have that many opinions,
Yeah.
things happen. But after the band broke up, you actually continued writing and producing.
Yeah.
And you actually, for other artists, and including collaborating with Academy Award-winning songwriter
Michael
Sembello,
Sembello, correct.
from Flashdance.
That's right.
Hello.
Right.
And notable dance musician, producer Rick Tarbach,
which-
who did All Night Passion. I love that freaking
Right,
song.
right.
This girl was on the dance floor dancing that song a lot back in the day.
Well, it's funny, we started getting to do some writing, and then we wrote the song "Bring Your Love Back."
Yes.
Now I wrote it as a ballad at first, and Rick Curry says, "Listen, this now is a 7-inch song."
Right, Bring Your Love Back, 1985.
Right.
Billboard #1 dance
Dance club charts.
club hit.
That's right. For 6 weeks actually, and all the clubs from Cleveland to Detroit, Boston, New York, farther south. It was just that R&B feel.
Right.
Dance. Yeah.
And that was who sang that? That was
a fellow by the name of Mike McRae.
Oh, it was Mike McRae.
Yeah, it wasn't me singing.
Okay.
I wish it was, but
all right.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right, got that down.
But I just want to add to that.
Yes.
That song
Yes.
hit Billboard, and I wish I had that Billboard today. It actually during that time they used to give picks of the week.
Yes.
This song, "Bring Your Love Back,"
Yeah.
got picked over a song called "Celebrate" by what's her name, Madonna.
Oh wow.
I actually had the pleasure of meeting Madonna.
Did you?
Yes. And I thought, she goes, "I'm sorry, I don't know the song." I said, "Yeah, I know you know." But she was cool about it.
Oh my
yeah.
God,
But
that is
the
so
rest is
funny.
history.
That is amazing. But again, you produced and you've produced and developed. You produced.
Yeah.
So then you took that teaching moment and you started producing later on and developing various projects for stage and screen.
That's correct.
so
That's
kind
correct.
of like you parlayed it into.
Yeah, I was always the thrill of theater.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
yeah.
and being on stage at a young age and doing theater, community theater, so after a certain point, I went back to the theater, and
Yeah.
and I
You
actually
brought back a highly acclaimed off-Broadway production of Squonk.
Squonk. Yeah, it got squonked, but it lasted. Believe it or not, it lasted
that's
3
great.
weeks. 3 months.
3 months.
Which I mean,
Woo.
which it was at the Helen Hayes Theater.
Yes, at the I have that Helen Hayes Theater, and you also did the no, we did we took you did you also did vocals and recordings for film and television as well.
Yeah, not as much as I would like to, but I
Right.
dabbled with it.
But that's nice.
Yes, it was
Hello?
a great experience. I produced a Broadway show.
Yes.
And while it happened, while I was doing downtown at the Gene Frankel Theater, I was doing various productions. I did View from the Bridge.
Yes, I have that here
Right,
too.
and so forth. And so he said, one of the producers of that said to me, he was down at the Gene Frankel, he said, "Listen, do you ever think about getting into raising money for theater?" And I said, "Well, that's a challenge."
Yeah.
Believe it or not, within 6 months, I raised 3/4 of the budget. It was a $1.5 million budget.
Wow.
It just happened. And I said, "Wow, this is easy," as opposed to trying to raise money for the film.
Right.
My film.
Yes.
And that's been taking quite a while.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
not as easy.
So I said, "Wow, that's pretty easy." Well, let me tell you something.
Wow.
Nothing comes easy in this business. But
No.
you got to sustain it. You got to
have to keep pushing.
moving forward.
That's it.
You know, and that Rocky thing, you got to keep moving forward. You know, just got to keep punching. Got to keep moving forward. And that's the philosophy that I've taken.
Yes.
I have to say, Sylvester Stallone. I don't.
Well, he's jumping the gun.
Yeah, but you
he's
gave me
I have everything in order, but you know what?
All
You
right.
mentioned
I'll
Stallone
back up.
and boxing.
No.
All right, so let's just mention it. Now we can't back up now, Lou. He's in Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone,
Right.
and he plays his brother.
brother.
You play
played
his
Joe Manfredi.
You played Joe, and you did two episodes. Now they are going to bring you back.
Well,
We don't know for
when-
which season, but
Right.
he's going to come back in flashbacks.
Right. I was told this by the writers at the time on
Okay.
set,
Yes.
and yes,
So Tulsa King is big.
it's huge.
First of all, everyone's loving it.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
loved it. I watched it. I think he's great in it.
Yes, he is.
You're in it.
Yeah.
I think you were great in it.
Well,
My friend, shout out to David Deblinger, who was also in it.
Right.
Please forgive me, David. I forgot his character's name, but he was the one who was tied up to the radiator.
In the fire.
And he got killed in a fire.
Right.
They didn't save him. It was
That's
very
correct.
sad.
Which
So
was a flashback too.
that was
I
also
think.
right. It's also
Right.
a flashback. So shout out to David Deblinger, hoping to get his butt here one day. But yes, and I know Artie Pasquale was in it, and a bunch of other people who were in it.
Right.
You know, but how exciting to play Stallone's brother. Hello.
It was great.
And you kind of
was a-
resemble him, and I know you've been told that through the years.
Yes, I was told that. Actually, recently I was told that again. I walked into London Jewelers,
Okay.
and I was
Did they hand you a Rolex?
no, no. And it's funny. I went in there. A friend of mine's an artist, and dear friend of mine.
Yes.
And I wanted to get a little gift because she did. She actually painted a picture of my grandson
Oh, nice.
looking at the moon. Beautiful
Yes.
picture.
Oh. Yeah,
Jackie.
give a shout out to your
Yeah,
grandson.
Jack. Yes, and also I want to thank Jackie, but most of all, I want to, from my heart.
Yeah.
This is going out to my grandson, John Michael Massantuno. It's been a hiatus. I haven't seen him. I'm not going to get into the personal, but
Right.
I love you.
Yes.
And if you, there I go.
It's okay. It's okay because we're Italian and we're passionate,
And
we're emotional
yeah,
people.
and I hope
but
to see-
Michael, you're gonna watch this one day, and you're gonna hug this man,
John, yeah.
and you're gonna have a great relationship with this man. You are.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
Thank
It
you
will.
for
Yeah.
that moment.
Because one day he's gonna be grown up. You know what I
pretty
mean?
quick.
And then he can make his own decisions.
That's right.
That's right.
And
Amen.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So Stallone, tell me how you got Tulsa King. Good.
Well, I mean, I could go further than that, than lead up to that, but if that's up to
No,
you.
we're gonna start there and go backwards, Lou.
Hey, my agent called me.
Yes.
My manager agent. She called me and she said, "Listen,
And you've been with her for a very, very long time.
I've been here for yes. May I mention her name?
Yes.
Her
Yeah, give
name
a
is,
shout out to her.
Agency's Ingrid French, and she's always been square with me. And so one day in May 2 years ago, I get this call, and then she sent me the email,
Mm-hmm.
and it's to play the brother to Dwight Manfredi, who's Stallone's character,
Right.
played Joe Manfredi.
Right.
And it's got, so I'm going to get into, so I was very grateful.
Of course.
Very grateful,
Yes.
and as it turned out, I had mentioned to a friend of mine, and he goes, "Listen, actually, Scott Potter, who wrote the script, he says you got to do it,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm a sick brother." And I had that so I said, "No, you're right." I said, but the reason motivated me even more so,
Yeah.
because 40 years ago, I was married. I had a 6-month-year-old, and my and I've told this to many people before, but I got this quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly say it. I heard about this film back in 1976, and I said, "Let's go see this movie." I heard a lot about it. All right, who's the guy? And I said, "Okay, let's go. What's it called?" My wife said at the time, "Rocky."
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to see Rocky. I was so moved by it.
Yeah.
The next day I went for a jog and I thought I was running. And I remember at a certain place in the back of Lawrence in the 5 Towns, it was Thanksgiving morning. It was
Okay.
a cloudy day. I could take you there the exact moment. And
Okay.
I said, wait a second. I have a story. I have my father's story.
Right.
And that was the beginning of this journey
Wow.
for a long time.
Yes.
Now, I knew nothing really about the business at the
Right,
time.
right, right.
And it's funny, one day while I was in the corporate world, you know where the tram is in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Okay, he was doing a film, what was it called? Something the way he was, it was an action cop
Right,
movie. I
right,
can't think of
okay.
it. And he's walking as I'm walking, and we looked at each other.
Really?
And went like that. And here I am.
You had a moment.
Here I am, many years
All these
later.
years playing his brother.
And outside of writing a song in the '80s film called "Better Than One," that I wrote, and his brother Frank said, "That's." I said, "Well, that's really intended for your brother." He said, "Wow, it's a great song." Well, that's a story for another episode. We could be here all night.
I know.
No. Anyway, so my relationship with him, and here I am on set with him, and I'm
Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
and I wanted to save a slide. But I kept it very professional.
Right.
You know, a lot of people, I didn't take any pictures or anything.
Right.
But after one scene in the rooms, we were done. He's looking at it, and I'm sitting. He's standing here. I'm sitting waiting. And he goes, "Hey Lou, what do you think?" I said, "It's a print." He said, "I think you're right." No, he didn't have to ask me.
No, he didn't.
I know,
he didn't.
I just kept it. And then
Yeah.
I was there for 10 days, and I came back home. And then when I went back to do the other scene,
Okay.
where I come on the elevator,
Right.
he goes, "Hey, brother," and he grabs me. Here I am with a guy who's an icon now,
Yeah.
and who actually inspired me. And one day I will
Amazing.
pick his brain.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
where it's at.
That's an awesome story. And
Yeah.
you know what? We got to take my first break.
That's it.
No, we're going to
I
be
know.
back. We're going to be back. Stay
Okay.
there. More with Lou and great stories to come. We'll be back after this.
That's for sure.
Wonder Woman was everything to little girls, especially that look like me. She stands for being a voice for people that need a voice. My organization renovates homes for people with disabilities. And when I come home, a self-care routine makes me feel my best. I'm very proud of the difference that we're making, and to see that impact in my community inspires me to work even harder for everyone around me.
All right. Is everybody having a good time tonight or what? That's what I thought. All right, so we are live, Paradise Studios, New York. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight. Woo!
Well, hi there, Theresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Theresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. As you know, September 6th was my birthday and I turned the big 6-0, and I'm celebrating all month long. And I have a birthday message from Maurice Bernard, who plays Sonny on General Hospital.
My name is Maurice Bernard, and I play Sonny on General Hospital. I know you host a podcast called Tea Time with Theresa, and I host a podcast called Tea Time with Sonny. No, I don't. So, anyway, listen, I'm going to sing you happy birthday. They call me to the set. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Theresa. Happy birthday to you. All right, see you later.
Well, thank you, Maurice Bernard from General Hospital. Isn't that great? The audio's not 100% there, but the sentiment is love him, love GH, and going to keep celebrating all month long, Lou.
Why
Now, your
not?
birthday's in June, huh?
Yes.
All right, we're going to have to party hardy.
Yeah.
Because we ain't getting any younger.
I need a good party right now.
I know. We'll go out. Don't worry about it. We'll still be celebrating Doesn't
willing.
matter. All right, so listen. So basically, yeah, Lou is playing on Tulsa King, Sylvester Stallone's brother, and I'm so thrilled for you. I really
Thank you.
am, and this is like a full circle moment
It's
for
a
you.
thrill of a lifetime.
All right, so you got the acting bug, and in 1993 you did Amongst Friends, which was an indie,
Right.
and that was like your first.
Well,
You did theater.
yeah,
You
I
were doing
did theater. The Prizzi's Honor, but this was where
Yes, you did Prissy's Honor
Yeah,
with Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, John Huston was my first
Yes,
director.
and then you met our mutual friend Gary Pastor.
Gary Pastor.
Hello,
Gary, where the hell are you these
Gary.
days?
I'll be sending this to him. He'll be watching it. And you met on Prissy's Honor.
Yeah, we met there many years ago, and it was a great experience.
Yes.
You know what? It was actually, I watched for 3 weeks
Yeah.
on that set.
Yeah.
I watched everybody, Bobby Aloja at the time,
Yep.
Nicholson, all of them, and I saw the art of acting.
Right.
It was film acting.
Yeah.
All right.
It
and
was a
that
classroom.
was the best.
That was a classroom.
Right. And the best experience. Then you go to 4 years of film school. That's the reality. Don't spend all that money. All that money. May I tell your audience or some young people watching?
Tell them to go to Central Casting.
Go to Central
Do
Casting.
extra work. Get on a set.
Get on the set and learn. But if you desire to direct, all that money you spend, $250,000 to go to film school, take that money and make your own film.
That's it.
Write and then make your own film.
Right.
And you'll segue, and that's how you get started.
Right.
And that's my brief education in film. Professor Lou is telling you the art of reality. Okay.
1997, you did Prime Suspects.
Yes.
Okay. 1998, you did Not Even the Trees. 2004, you
Yes.
did Collision.
Yes.
Then in 2005, you actually did a pilot with Donnie Wahlberg
Right.
and Bobby Cannavale
Cannavale.
called NY
70.
70, and you played a.
I played a corrections officer
Right.
in the scene.
It was a good scene.
Yeah, it was. And Donnie was great. And at the end, not many people do that.
Yeah, he was on the show, some show called Blue Bloods for a while.
Yeah, I kind of,
You hear of it?
yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I've watched it
yeah.
a few times. And
Bobby, I mean, he's
Yeah.
incredible.
But Donnie-
I mean, I just saw the movie he did. I think it was called Ezra.
I saw the
his
coming
son
attractions.
With, it was incredible.
I heard.
Incredible.
And
And De Niro plays his dad.
yes.
Yeah. Bobby's dad in the
Yeah.
in the movie.
I could have played his dad.
You could have. You really could have. We're gonna have to reconnect you with Bobby
Yeah.
Cannavale.
Okay.
2013, you did A Crime to Remember, which was a TV series. You played Tony Grace.
Tony Grace. Right. Grace Construction that built the Long Island Expressway.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2015, you did Crew. You played Maddie. That was a TV series.
It was, yes, it was a what do you call that? Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a web series.
The web series,
Yep.
yeah. Well, that was fun to do.
And then you
actually.
did, hello. You got to meet and work with someone I adored. She's no longer with us, unfortunately. Beneath the Olive Trees with
Yes.
Olympia Dukakis.
Dukakis.
Tell me about that.
Well, that was, yes, she was part of that.
Yes.
I think she executive produced
Yeah.
it. And it was more of a documentary
Yes.
on certain things that was going on in Greece and,
Right.
and so forth.
Yeah.
But I had the pleasure, going back a few years,
Yeah.
sitting down with her. She read the script based on my father's story, which
Right,
is now
we're going
the
to talk
book.
about the book.
And
right.
there's also, yeah,
And she loved
she
it.
loved it, and she wanted to play the role of Aunt Gina.
Which was your father's sister.
Right.
Which I could totally see her doing.
Oh, no doubt.
Because I could see myself doing that part.
Yeah.
And people, not that they told me that I look like her.
No, it's just the style.
But yes.
The style.
Yes. I've gotten that twice.
Her approach, her execution, that type of, and she was lovely. Actually, we actually met downtown at to start that at the NoHo restaurant down on Bond Street, which was right around the corner from the Gene Frankel Theater,
Yeah.
which I did a lot of stage
Stuff
there.
there. Yeah.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
What a moment.
yes,
2017, you did a short. You played a cop called Am I saying it right? Pronia?
Pranoia.
Pranoia.
Yes, yes. Nicky Diaftarades did it. It was a short. I can't think of the gentleman's, my co-star. He played off me.
Okay.
Very good actor. Yeah. So it was, we just did it, and
2018, you did. This was weird because I kind of watched some of it whenever I could watch.
Okay.
Creepy Chronicles, which was a TV series, and you played a cop, but it was called the Pod Snatchers.
that was a funny thing. Yeah. I don't know what the hell I was doing.
We do so much. Sometimes we forget what we do.
I really, honestly, I completely forgot about it until right now.
I know.
You do things, and you do it.
Yeah.
You do
it
and hopefully you get paid for it.
Well, you want the work. You want to get paid. You want
Right.
the credit. You want
Correct.
to add to your reel. You want to add to your resume. I get it.
And it was picked, actually, it still plays somewhere on the tube there. It plays every once in a while. And they take the vocal track. Actually, it's from Pranoia.
Okay.
They picked Pranoia, and they
parlayed it.
It's a podcast where
Got it.
these people are critics.
Right.
And we got, out of all the productions that were on that, we got picked, and I got picked as, I don't even think I mentioned it, as best that, in that scene. So, I didn't even realize it.
Good for you.
So, and
That's great.
yeah.
All right, listen, we're going to take my second break.
Already?
Yeah, already.
Wow.
Stay right where you are. We'll be back after this. Don't go away.
Wonder Woman was everything to little girls, especially that look like me. She stands for being a voice for people that need a voice. My organization renovates homes for people with disabilities. And when I come home, a self-care routine makes me feel my best. I'm very proud of the difference that we're making, and to see that impact in my community inspires me to work even harder for everyone around me.
Hi, I'm Georgia Rose, founder of Zenkuda. You can watch me on the Soul Space podcast every Friday at noon on Channel 20 for spiritual guidance. And as you all know, that is how I first opened into my own psychic gifts, was through the angelic realm, astrology. So we've got Mars and the Sun together in Scorpio, which creates a lot of combustion. In the astrological world, we call that a kazemi, and tarot. With the Four of Cups right side up, it means we have a lot of choices to make, and we're not looking at what's really being divinely given to us. We're too busy in the busyness of the choices to really see the divine intervention, the divine timing, and the divine guidance. We're the place. Watch the Soul Space podcast.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Theresa Canastraci Tea Time with Theresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Theresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Theresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm with my friend Lou. Yes. And he's an actor, writer, producer. He's an author. He does it all. Singer. Hey, we've got the picture of you singing from back in the day. Let's put it up. Can we throw it up there? Hey!
And I can tell you the song I was singing there. Good morning, yesterday.
Oh, I love that
you
song.
You wake up.
And time has slipped away. I love that song. Yeah. Best times of our lives.
It was a Don Michaels orchestra that I sang. It was a 17-piece orchestra.
Nice.
And I just jumped in the water.
I'm glad I remember to put that up. Okay, so listen. So we mentioned back in 1985, you did Prissy's Honor with Jack Nicholson, but in '86, he had 2 great years back to back.
Right.
You did The Return of Billy Jack.
Yeah, it was. I played a thug, or a guy.
That was a great scene. It was a great scene. I saw it.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
I saw it.
All right. It was.
I didn't recognize you at first.
Well, I had the long hair. And I was.
Yes, you did.
And I hoped it was a scene I'm thinking of. What?
Yes, it was. And then the reason why I can't play it is because there's a lot cursing in it, and we can't curse on this show.
Really?
So, Yeah, we can't curse on the show.
Okay.
It goes to cable.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it was
All
a
right.
great scene.
Yeah.
It was. It was really, really, really,
Okay.
really good. And then let's shout out to Nick Christophers because you did Destinies.
Destiny's based on his book. Yeah, we
Yes.
did a trailer for
A
it.
trailer,
Right.
yes.
Had fun doing that.
And you worked with, that was with Joe. Did
Joe
you work with Joe
Joe-
DeBarry?
Joe DeBarry,
Right? Shout out to
right.
Joe DeBarry. Hello.
Right.
Yeah, so hopefully that's going to get
Yeah.
done too.
Hopefully too. I mean, Gregory and
You know,
I
it all
go
has.
back many years.
Yeah, yeah,
Great guy.
yeah.
He called me up for advice in the middle of the night. I'm sleeping. What do you got? Can you wait till tomorrow? No, okay. So we're on the phone for an hour. But anyway,
Oh my God.
we go way back.
All right, so like this brings you to your baby. But first of all, I want to quote you. Could I quote you?
Be my guest.
Okay, I want to quote Lou. Wait, I got to put on the readers for this. And then Bobby's going to put up a few pics in a minute. Okay, so Lou said, success is like a ladder. Do you remember saying this?
Yes.
Okay. You don't define the climb by whether or not you reach the top, but it's the climb itself.
Right.
And each individual step is a success.
As long as you're going up. And sometimes you have to come down. You
In
get
order to
knocked
go
down
back
to
up.
go back up
Yes.
again. And what I said before, just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
It's a very tough.
Well, I always say this, and I've said it to you too. This is an industry that we love,
Right.
and it just doesn't love you back.
Very,
Not the
very
way,
true.
Not the way
if
we
you're
love
looking
it.
for that type of love,
No.
don't
No.
even
no,
bother.
No.
You have to. You got to take, as they say.
Right.
gotta
This
take
is the type of job where you're not. I know for me, I speak for me now,
Yeah.
and then you can concur. But for me, it's about the work. It's not about being rich or famous. Yes, it's nice to, have a few
Right.
scuttle in the bank. I get it.
Reap the rewards.
But this is about the love of the craft and what you bring to the table.
Right. Which
You can add on to this if you want.
no, you got to.
It's for me. It's the love. It's the love. It's the
Right.
passion. It's in my bone. It's in my soul. This, just to do what I was born to do. I
do.
feel I was born to do
Right.
this.
And-
I wasn't born to do anything else on this planet. I
It's
just
a-
wasn't.
yeah.
It's crazy. It's insane.
We all look for self-love, gratification, and
Yeah.
And anyway, it's when I was a kid hitting the ball over the fence in the
Right,
little league,
exactly.
or
Yeah.
you get a taste of that adulation. But it's really about what goes on before you get on the field.
Yes,
the practice,
exactly,
the practice,
exactly,
the practice. And it's
exactly.
the same thing, whether it's acting or even in business. You're going to take failures. You're going to take failures. You just have to.
Well,
keep
this was
going.
last week.
Yeah.
I had on Stephen Kelly, and he had a children's book, and the gist of it is to do your best. You go out there and you do your best. You give your best, and that's what we do.
It's funny you say
know
that.
what I mean?
My son, Lou, actually sat down. He showed me. He started writing it because he's a really good drawer, and he's writing a little story about well, this happened about the boy, the father, and the little. I'm not going to say.
Okay,
little-
okay.
And it's very cute. And I said, just get it done.
Good,
Get it done.
good.
And which I didn't expect.
Yeah.
He has these talents that
Yep.
And
No, it's great.
Yeah.
This is great. Which brings you to your talent. You took a story and you put it on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the book here. Bobby has a different pic of it. You could throw it up if you want. It's called, there it is, Eternally Rose, based on a true story. Thank you, Bobby. A tale of underlining love. And you wrote this with the help of Mary E. Davis.
right.
I cannot say enough about this book. I just can't. It's a labor of love. You've been wanting to write this for a very, very long time. You've known the story a very, very long time. It was a matter of getting all the facts and the details and newspaper clippings, which we're not going to put up yet, but we are. But newspaper clippings and magazines. And this is a story. Again, hello, real quick. I will read the back of the book. Inwood, Long Island. Okay, 1944. Johnny and Rose were popular high school sweethearts when Johnny enlisted to fight in the war. Before shipping out, Johnny proposed, promising his eternal love to Rose. And after the war, Johnny returns as a hometown hero, and the two young lovers make final preparations for their long-awaited nuptials. However, fate delivers a devastating blow when Rose is suddenly struck down on her wedding day. Now, more than 50 years later, Johnny's son, Lou, having lived in the shadow of his father's grief for over half a century, digs up the past to solve the mystery of the woman that his father intended to marry instead of his mom. And this is a book that made me cry. It made me laugh. It made me gasp. At least 3 times I went, and I was like, it just took the wind out of me. It is a book that everyone should read, period. Everyone should read this book. And it brings you back, being of Italian roots, and talking about how families grew up in the same houses or the same apartment buildings or the same neighborhoods, and the Sunday traditions of, pasta on the table with maybe a gallo of wine and the Stella d'Oro cookies. I mean, This was amazing. And
thank you.
You decided that COVID,
well,
you had time to yourself.
Too much time.
And then that was the time to do this.
Right.
But tell everyone how it was a promise to your mom.
Here we go. You get the waterworks to go again.
It's okay. I have tissues.
Okay. All I can say is that
Lena,
my mother.
Yes.
This is real time. She was dying of cancer, and
lung cancer.
Lung cancer, correct. And I was on my way actually to meet an actor by the name of Tony Masante, great actor. People thought we were brothers. If you look, people used to tell me this or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to meet him on the script. Now, the script was written way back, a different name.
It was called Inwood originally, right?
No, actually it wasn't.
It wasn't called Inwood originally?
No.
What was it originally called?
Originally called, going back, A Day Unforgotten.
Oh.
Then, that was a different writer with me.
Okay.
And then I wanted to step it up. And I was introduced to Scott Pardo, who also is a producer. I'm still working with him. Mm-hmm. And the next one was called More Than You Know.
Okay.
Which took I guess we call that a triple entendre, a mystery, the time period.
Right.
And love you more than you love and know.
Right.
So then we put a new coat of paint on. And let's call this, we revised it.
Right.
And we called it Inwood.
Right.
Right. That was in chronological order.
Okay, well, I knew it was somewhere around
So,
there.
you were close.
Okay.
But the thing is, getting back to COVID,
Yes.
my friend, business associate, Augie Covert, said to me, hey, what are you doing? Why don't you write the book?
Right.
And I thought about it for a little bit. And I thought about it. And when I thought about it, it hit me. I said, you know what? Once and for all, I have a screenplay. Not many people or the public get to read a screenplay.
Right.
The industry, yes.
Yes.
And I got accolades with the industry. I
Right.
could cover everything.
Yeah.
But with the Scarolas.
Scuttle.
So let's write the book. I said, you know what? So eventually I said, okay, I'll get up to what we have to do.
Right.
It was a 9-month to the first draft I did. Going to Florida, because Mary lived in Florida, going back and forth.
Yeah.
And so forth. And so now, get the book. I get the first draft. It was August. We started January 28th until about August 2nd.
Right.
Which happened to be my wedding anniversary. But then from August, I took it on, and I would go over it every day or other day, going over it. I mean, with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, because you wanted it a certain way. You wanted to have a certain flavor.
Correct.
And you knocked it out of the park.
Thank you.
You really did.
And I said, well, once it's out there and released, which was released on my mother's anniversary of her death, May 12th, Okay, I released the book, and it just took off. And the reviews of just when are we gonna see the movie?
Yes,
Can't put it down.
yes,
It's
yes,
a turd.
yes.
It got started
Yes.
out Amazon 4.3, actually went up 2 points, 4.5,
Wow.
and on Goodreads it was also 4.3,
Nice.
with 4.5 stars.
Wow. No, it's an amazing, and it's
Yeah.
an amazing read. It really is an amazing
Thank
read.
you.
So this is a true story. It's a true story. Your dad was marrying this girl, Rose, and she died at the church. Okay, we're not going to get into details. You people have to read this. And when you think you know what she died from, you don't. Okay? And this was covered, and we're going to show pics. This was covered by the Daily News. There you go. Bride falls dead in aisle to altar.
Yes.
Okay? It was also, wait, go
No,
back.
I just
Sorry,
want to
Bobby,
point
go
out,
back.
at that point,
Yes.
she was 3 minutes away from her
dying.
demise.
Right.
Right.
3 minutes. And then she was, that continues with more articles. That was the funeral. And then the next one,
That's Life magazine.
there it is. Leave that one, please. Life magazine. And
Actually,
Lou
this is
has the actual,
original.
the other way. There you
Yeah,
go. He has
yeah.
the original magazine with him that covered this story.
Right.
Amazing, amazing. Now, is it true? Thank you, Bobby. Now, is it true at the time that this happened? Hello. In 1944,
Right.
that Paramount Pictures actually wanted to do a movie.
48.
In 48, they
48.
wanted to do the movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Right. That's a true
So
story.
who did they
yeah.
approach, and why
Well-
why wasn't it done?
I'll tell you why. And just make a shout out to my podcast.
Go ahead.
It's called Elucidation. You go to eternallyrose.com, and we have about 7 or 8.
Quick, they're minutes.
Minutes.
1 minute.
1 minute. Elucidation is a little longer. That's the Massantuno minute we have.
Massantuno
And
minute.
in elucidations, I would tell you things that actually weren't written in the book, but what was behind the scenes.
Right.
Okay. So getting back to 1948.
Yes.
My father gets a letter.
Okay.
Okay. Gets a letter from Paramount and Paramount Pictures.
Yes.
And I'm shaking my head. I'll tell you why I'm shaking my head in a few seconds. And it said, we'd like to take this story, your life story, and make it into a motion picture.
Did they mention who they had to be in the movie at all?
No. At that point, it was just a standard.
Concept.
It was a concept letter, right?
Okay.
A concept letter.
Okay.
We were entertaining the thought and basically looking for his permission.
Right.
Now, by right, they didn't have to because it's a public domain.
It is.
It is.
Oh.
But they did that. They covered the
Okay.
bases, and my father thought about it, and then he said, out of respect to the DiFabrizio family,
That's Rose's family.
right, that it was too soon, and he
Okay.
decided not to go through it out of respect to the family,
Okay.
and that's why, and I had the mimeograph copy. I'll never forget it. My father's top drawer. He kept it in his top drawer in his
Well,
bedroom.
your father kept a lot of things.
He kept a lot of things. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay.
That you'll see
Which you'll read about in the book.
the book. And I kicked myself in the butt. I don't know what I did with the damn. But I remember I had the copy, the blue mimeograph.
Yes.
In those days, they didn't have
Yes.
copy machines,
No.
and I never forget that. And but that was 1948, and that could have.
So your mom, getting back to your mom, Lena.
Yes, please.
You made her the promise.
Yes, the night before she passed,
Right.
she's lying in South Nassau Hospital over there in Baldwin, Oceanside, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was on my way to see Tony Massanti
Right.
because he wanted to play my father.
Yes.
In the first A Day Unforgotten.
Right.
And I was meeting him. He says, she goes, go. She says, listen, I might not be here, but do me a favor and do make a promise.
Right.
I said, what, Ma? She says, get it done.
And that's the name of this show tonight, is Get It Done.
Get It
In
Done.
honor of your mom.
That's it.
Lena.
That's correct. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. And you did. You did get it done. You got it done.
I got it done.
He got it done, people. And you have to read this book. It is amazing. Now, you can find Lou on Facebook and Instagram. Okay. His name should be up at the bottom of the screen. The spelling. when you get a chance, Bobby. It's MASTANTUONO.
Correct.
Go on Facebook, go on Instagram, find it. And you can go to www.eternallyrosebook.com as well. It's on Amazon. It's all, just find it, people, and read it. Because this is going to be made one day into a movie, into a TV series, or a play, or all three.
All three.
Okay?
And yes, and we have something pending this week, very important.
Yes, you do. He's
Yes.
got a big. I'm gonna pray on it for you, and hope that everything goes well this week for you. But this is gonna get done. It is. It is an incredible thing that the Daily News covered. That Life magazine. Hold that up again. Life.
Well, I'm going to show you. This is actually the actual from the.
Wow.
This is the actual clippings. This
From
is
the
from
paper.
the Daily News.
Daily News. What's the date on it? The date on the top up there. Oh, you're gonna make me do it?
Okay, you're
October 7th, 1946.
46.
Right there. Okay.
Right.
And on the other side is the picture. Death walks behind her,
And this is the picture
and that's the picture of
on the book, I believe.
on the book.
Yeah.
Yes. And
These
your
are-
dad was what a handsome man.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
And he was Kirk Douglas? Did
Yes.
people say he looked like?
Yes, he.
And I could see that in you too, because you
Well-
look like your dad.
Well, yeah, but my father had that. Actually, when he was in the service, he had
Yes,
he
yeah, he
his
was-
daughter was Kirk Douglas. He had the club. He had right here, and he was he
Yeah.
built.
Yeah,
and,
he was-
Yeah,
He
really
was in shape.
Yeah.
Your dad was in shape.
Yes, he was.
And he was a great pool player.
Yes, he was.
And he did a little boxing a little bit.
Did boxing, but pool was his thing.
Pool was his thing.
And he
was-
hustled, and
he
you'll
was
see.
a pool shark.
Yeah, you'll see in the book.
He
and-
was.
Yeah, he was at a young age. In those days, they grew up fast.
And he liked to listen to Sinatra.
Sinatra, yeah.
He had his favorites.
Yeah, Jimmy Roselli in his later
Yep.
years.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see here, Femina, Rosina Malavamina.
Did your mother love when you sang?
Here he goes again. No, she did.
I'm sure she
knows. The sisters. It was a big family.
Yeah.
The sister thought they were the Dory sisters,
Oh, I remember
They
them. Yeah.
don't see it on.
Yes,
and they
yeah,
actually used to
yeah.
harmonize. I remember
Yeah,
as a kid.
like the Andrews
On
sisters.
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we'd go over to my Aunt Mary's house. My father's sister.
Yeah.
And
Now your father and his dad was one of 9.
one of 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to let you know.
Yes. So yeah.
Big family.
Big family.
Big family. Well, listen, we have like 2 minutes left.
Yes,
Is
wow.
there anything I didn't cover or say about anything or about the book that you'd like to mention? I did my job, right?
You won't be disappointed. You did your job, way and beyond. Trust me.
I'm blessed that God put this man in my life.
No.
There are no accidents in life. You know that.
I know that.
And this was meant to be.
Yes, it is, and
I believe
I
that.
believe that too. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't even get this far.
Yeah.
I just hope to pray to the Lord, put it in the Lord's hands.
Yep.
Really, that it's in God's hands, and I believe in that. And I believe it's meant to be certain things. You're gonna just.
It's true. It's true. It's
all you
true.
can
It's
do.
true. We let go. We let God, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We
Right.
said this before.
Right.
Yes. You know, you can think that you're going to do something tomorrow, and you're not. You know what I mean? And we leave our home and we pray we come home.
That's
day.
right. Life sometimes gets in the way, but you
Yes.
know what? You just
yes.
gotta believe and.
And you dedicated this to your mom.
Yeah.
It was dedicated
Yeah.
to your mom, which I want to read the dedication.
Yes.
Okay, let me put my spectacles on. It says, in loving memory of my dear mother, Lena Mastratono, who was the pillar in my life as well in the lives of many others in my family. And the quote is, just get it done.
That's right.
Promises made or promises kept.
Yeah.
And your mother was an incredible woman, and you made your mom, look, there are no perfect marriages. I'm divorced. I've been divorced. You've been divorced.
That's right.
Marriages are a job, and you have to work at them, and sometimes they just don't work out.
Right.
And this was a job for your parents to go through emotional,
Oh, absolutely.
physical, and years of suppressing something, because when this happened, it was let go, right? No one really discussed it.
No, in those days, they kind of just leave it alone.
Right, and it's
Leave
like,
it
wait,
alone.
no.
Right?
What
I mean,
happened to this 21-year-old woman? Why did she die? How did she die? And you know what? The only way you're going to find out is if you pick it up and you read it.
Wow.
It is an amazing, incredible read. And you know what? I'm challenging everybody. I'm challenging you. Get it, read it, contact me, and let's discuss it with Lou.
That'd be great.
Let's do that.
Why not?
All right, we could have a whole forum right here, Paradise Studios. All right, listen, my time is, look how fast
know.
this went. I
could
can't
be
wait
here
to
for-
have
we
you
could be here for
back.
another
I can't wait
hour.
to have him back. All right,
I know.
listen, thank you, Stephen Piero and Bruno and Ann and everybody who watched tonight. Angela, please like the show, please share it, okay? I'm gonna tell you, like I tell you every week, thank you for watching me, thank you for supporting me. Tell everyone you love them. And I'll see you next week. Ciao, everybody.
Take care.